Howdy! We are the Felix Gillet Institute, founded by amigo Bob Contisano. We are a nonprofit dedicated to the rediscovery, appreciation, preservation, and propagation of edible and ornamental heirloom perennial plants that are still surviving in the old orchards and homesteads and mines throughout Northern California. We have lost 95% of the plant genetics that were once available to us in 1900, at the start of the Industrial Revolution, when families started to shut down their farms and move to towns to work in factories. There were once 10,000 named apple varieties, but now we are lucky if we can still find 24 available to us in our local food store or farmer's market. Fortunately, there are still thousands of Gold Rush era plants still surviving, like a time capsule, from when people came from all over the world to the Gold Country, California, and they established many orchards and homesteads before the great culling of these important genetics. Some of the plants we find are no longer available to the public, and it is our goal to save them before they go extinct. We have been propagating and distributing a small amount of plants for over 10 years, but the demand is high and we sell out very quick. Many of these old trees are dying or do not produce enough material to propagate from. Right now, we are traveling all over to collect from these plants and save them, and establish a sign orchard, expand our fruit orchard, and expand the nursery to accommodate, but we need your help to turn this small volunteer organization into a viable nursery business that sustains our organization's efforts to save these rare plants and to educate the public on the importance of this horticultural legacy. We have documented thousands of edible, ornamental, and medicinal plants and have identified at least 250 varieties that we think are important, delicious, or rare. We have about 60 varieties established in our orchard and 70 in our sign orchard, but we still need to collect and plant at least another 100 varieties of plants. We also want to establish a rootstock orchard in order to close the cycle of nursery production and relieve our dependence on large companies shipping from Washington and Oregon. Once we do that, we will be able to grow our own rootstock and propagate from our own material. We'll then be able to do all of this locally and organically. Once these plants are established and we expand our nursery, we can invite the public to the farm and provide education opportunities about our work, as well as practical information on plant biology and the full cycle of nursery production, and then encourage them to do it for themselves. Thank you so much for listening, and we really appreciate all the support that we've had over all of these years.